For so many people trying to get ahead, that middle-class path, it can feel like you're stuck. Wages aren't really moving, debt keeps piling up.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah, there's this constant worry, isn't there, about just keeping up, let alone actually building real wealth or, achieving financial freedom.
Exactly. So how do you break out? How do you actually build something lasting?
Well, that's what we dug into. We took 5 really key books, transformative stuff, and pulled out 5 core principles. Think of it as a roadmap.
Okay, so we're putting together the pieces, like knowledge from one, maybe behavior from another.
Precisely. It's about integrating knowledge, behavior, and strategy. This isn't just save more. It's about knowing which levers to actually pull to make a difference. Financial freedom, it is achievable.
All right, let's get into it. Where do we start? What's the first lever?
It actually starts with how you think. The first principle is mastering financial education. Like Kiyosaki talks about in Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Ah, right, the asset versus liability thing. But isn't that a bit controversial? Like, isn't owning a home the goal?
Well, Kiyosaki's point is, what truly defines an asset? It's something that puts money in your pocket. Think dividend stocks. Maybe a rental property that cash flows.
Okay.
A liability takes money out, so that big mortgage payment, property taxes, upkeep. From a pure cash flow perspective, it's draining resources, not generating them. At least not immediately.
So it's not that homeownership is bad. It's understanding its financial function.
Exactly. It forces a shift. You need to move from just thinking like an employee, trading time for money, to thinking like an investor, making your money work for you. That's the core idea.
Okay, that makes sense. Get the mindset right first. But then you need the actual money to invest, right?
Yeah.
Which brings us to the next idea.
Principle 2, disciplined frugality. This comes straight from The Millionaire Next Door. And the findings are kind of surprising.
How so?
Most millionaires, they aren't the ones you see with the super flashy lifestyles. They're, often quite ordinary people who got wealthy simply by living below their means consistently.
So it's less about a huge income and more about self-control. Not letting your spending creep up just because you earn more.
That's the heart of it. Wealth isn't just what you earn, it's really about what you keep. Driving a used car instead of a new one, investing that difference, that's where the real power accumulates over time.
Right. Avoiding that lifestyle inflation trap.
Yeah.
Okay, so control spending. What's next?
Principle 3 takes it deeper. It's about aligning your spending with your values. This is from your money or your life.
Ooh, I think I know this one. The life energy concept.
Yes. The idea that money basically equals the hours of your life you traded to get it. It's quite profound when you think about it.
So every time you buy something.
You're spending hours of your life. The book actually guides you to figure out your real hourly wage. After factoring in commuting costs, work clothes, maybe even stress-related expenses.
Wow, okay. That changes the calculation, doesn't it? That expensive gadget might actually cost you, 20, 30 hours of your finite life?
Exactly. It forces you to ask, is this purchase really worth that much of my life energy? Does it align with what truly matters to me? It encourages very intentional spending.
Okay, intentional spending, building surplus.
Yeah.
But what if you want to speed things up? Is there a faster way?
Well, that leads us to principle 4, scaling through entrepreneurship. This is the core message of the Millionaire Fast Lane.
Right, challenging that traditional path. Slow lane work for 40 years, save 10%, hope for the best.
Yeah, DeMarco argues that the real key is to separate your time from your income. You can't get rich trading hours for dollars indefinitely.
So build systems, businesses.
Build businesses, yes. Create systems that provide value to lots of people. Systems that can operate and generate income whether you're actively working or not. That's how you achieve scale, exponential growth, not just linear.
Makes sense. Create value at scale. But none of this works if you're drowning in debt, right?
Absolutely critical point.
Yeah.
That brings us to principle 5, systematically eliminate debt, which is hammered home in the Total Money Makeover.
The foundation. You can't build wealth effectively if you're constantly paying interest to someone else.
Precisely. It's a major obstacle. And the approach here is very behavior-focused. The debt snowball method.
Ah, the snowball. Attack the smallest debt first,
Yeah.
right, for the psychological win.
Exactly. Forget the interest rates for a moment. Pay off that smallest debt with intensity, gazelle intensity, as the book calls it. Get that quick win, build momentum, and then roll that payment onto the next smallest debt. It creates this accelerating effect.
Okay, so we've got financial literacy, frugality, value-aligned spending, entrepreneurship for scale, and clearing out debt. How do these all fit together for someone listening?
Well, you see, they aren't competing ideas, are they? They're complementary. You need the frugality, that discipline to actually create the surplus cash.
Right, which you then need the financial knowledge to invest wisely.
And you need to eliminate debt so your investments are actually building your wealth, not servicing someone else's. It all works together.
It really comes back to behavior, doesn't it?
Fundamentally, they often say personal finance is like 80% behavior and only 20% head knowledge. We've laid out the knowledge, the roadmap is here. But acting on it, that takes discipline.
So the final thought for you listening is this. Your financial future doesn't really depend on what you earn right now. It depends on the decisions you make starting today. Which one of these principles, just one, are you going to start putting into practice this month?